To take an authorization, we actually have two options that we can perform depending on when you are authorizing the guest credit. So the first option is to authorize a guest credit card at check-in. This is included in the check-in process. Part of your property settings allows you to determine if you would like to authorize for room and tax at the time of check-in. And what we'll see in this video is that we are also able to add in an additional amount. So for this guest, is in our arrival screen, we're going to start the check-in process by clicking the check-in button. Now, this database is set up to authorize for room and tax automatically. And here in the available credit field, this allows me to add additional $100 whenever I click check-in. So the next window that pops up here is the payment window showing me that I'm going to be authorizing for the full room and tax plus $100. So the total amount is going to be $836 using the credit card on file for this guest. Now, if you have a device connected, you will be able to send this to the device so the guest can actually enter in their chip and PIN. In this example, I'm just going to click post and I'll receive that approval message here. With the authorization code and the transaction ID, I can simply select OK. And now I can see that the guest is checked in. If I take a look at their folio, the room charge has posted, but there is no authorization line item because that is not yet removed from the guest account. So I'd just go up to the transactions menu, select authorize transactions, and that is where I can see the authorization or that hold that has been placed on the guest credit card. Of course, down here in the folio summary, I can also see a summarization of the available credit. So that is how to authorize a credit card at check-in. Now let's look at how you can increase authorization after check-in. So in this case, I have a guest who is already checked in-house, and we have some room charges that'll post throughout their stay. But if you take a look here in the summary, I actually have no credit available. And this hotel's policy is to always have a $100 credit available for incidentals. So I'm going to go to the transactions menu, select guest folio credit limit, and this is now going to allow me to increase the available credit. So I'm going to enter in $100 and select post. This will now enable my payment window, and this lets me know that I'm going to be authorizing. I'm going to increase the total authorization to $1,020 for this guest card and click post. I get my approval message here on screen with my authorization code, my transaction ID, and I can click OK. Great. Now you can see in the summary, I now have $100 in addition to over and above the room and tax available. Now I can check on that authorization. If you go to transactions and authorized transactions, I can now see that record here of that total amount authorized on the guest card with the authorization code recorded in room key.